I checked with Nordy today to make sure I was still in the loop.
All right, I'll call this meeting to order for the Historic District Commission. If I could get a motion to adopt the agenda.
Make a motion to adopt the agenda. I'll second that motion.
I have a motion. We have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And any opposed? All right, if I could get a motion for approval of our June 3rd minutes.
I make a motion we approve the minutes.
I have a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
We have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. And any opposed? Okay. All right, our first case is a continuation case, 6-3-26-20, 18 Williams Street. Come on forward. And just for the record again, just need you to state your name, address, and
Michael McClymonds from 18 William Street. It's Colorful Encounters.
okay. All right, and you can have a seat if you would like. So we're going back through, so it's a continuation as we were moving forward with your signage and some things. And I know you met with the Stearns, with Laura, in your place. If you want to go ahead and give us another scenario of what you've come up with now, what are looking at doing.
Well, I modified our front image since the colorful sign we had for our logo wasn't acceptable, so we I designed one that's looks old fashioned.
It really, and you know what? It really pops. Something about white on black. It really gets your attention, and it's what it is. I think it's quite nice.
Yeah, nice. Thank you. It's so we at least use the font from our logo.
Right.
It's still our font from our logo, and add a little bit extra. We'll be hanging that perpendicularly above the.
Where would it be hung? I'm looking for that.
It'll be from like the gable area, right above the door, because right above the door, so it's going to be
The highest point.
Yeah, it's gonna be. It'll be hanging from a point of 9 foot likely, and then so it's gonna come down about 1.5 feet, maybe 24 inch. Yeah, not even that much. It's a 16-inch height inside.
Whatever the requirement is.
7 feet clearance.
So 7 feet
Sidewalk.
clearance from the sidewalk.
So yeah,
So 9 feet.
9 feet is where it'll be starting from. So it's gonna hang down. It'll be
Okay.
about a
From
foot
the
and a half.
bottom of the sign, it has
No,
to be
9 feet. Yeah, 9 feet from the top is where it'll be hanging from.
Right.
It comes down like a 1.5 feet, so it'll be 7.5 feet.
So that would meet the requirement. It needs to be 7 feet from the bottom of the sign to
Right.
the sidewalk.
Yeah. Perfect.
So that would pretty much meet what the qualifications there. And what is there anything else?
Yeah, well, the other ones, essentially the other signs that we kind of didn't look at last time, but they'll still be there. I'm moving our logo to a much smaller and putting it on the front door, and then the hours, we'll be putting the hours lower on the door there. An open sign or open flag hanging, and then a small. We have these aged boards with.
I do believe even on an open sign, it's going to be the same as 7 foot.
It's always 7 foot clearance.
Always a 7. So make sure that open flag, if it's there now, just make sure that there is 7 foot clearance from the sidewalk to that. You may have to move that up a little bit.
Yeah, that there's maybe 5.5, 6 foot underneath there right now. So
you may need to move that up some to get to qualify, or even if it maybe
easy enough. I can make the pole longer.
Yeah, just as long as it doesn't go out into the street of any sort. It stays over the sidewalk.
Some of those bases pivot, but I don't.
No, that doesn't.
This one does.
Yeah, no, that doesn't.
Because you could just raise it up, the pole up like this, we bring it right up.
Yeah, I'm creative with.
Yeah, I think there's enough room to get what you need there.
They have those pivot flag holders out at Home Depot. You can adjust the angle of it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we can.
So you can check those as well. Just keep that in mind. We will do our approval on the looks and of everything, but keep that in mind that needs to be 7 feet as well as the sign that we'll be discussing.
Flags have to be 7 feet high, Joe?
The bottom of it.
Oh. 'Cause I know a bunch of them on here.
Yeah,
I get them when I'm on my bike. I
So-
think this looks very nice. I like how the open sign matches the other sign anyway. It's classic. It's great.
Are the front doors, on the front door, is that interior or exterior on the,
That is exterior.
stuff on the exterior? Okay.
Right. All of our windows are tinted pretty heavily, so if we put things on the inside, they won't show very much at all.
The reason I asked, because if it's stuck from the inside, you don't need to see us for permission, but it's stuck on the outside, you do.
Right. That's what people told me. They're like, "Oh, just put it on the inside." And I was like, "Yeah, it just doesn't work for us because
But I don't,
we'd have to change all our
look,
windows."
to be honest, I like it that on the door there than I did up top. It just
Right.
didn't fit in the area to me.
Right.
But I looking at that, I can see this tastefully done, and I can envision a lot of it matching what's around in the area.
And then on this one on the board, that looks like it's gonna be movable. Like you're just gonna sit it out there, is that?
Which, oh yeah, those, yeah,
right? And that,
they come in and out every day. And it's not
yeah, that's not,
that's not something.
I mean, the fact that it's removable means.
Any more
Well, the same
questions?
is the case with our open.
Yeah, I'm just going to say, my opinion is that I'm not crazy about, my personal opinion on this, the colorful encounters, the rainbow colors, on the door to me. You've got the script writing under there, you've got the print, you've got the blue, you've got the big black and white, you got a lot going on. And I still feel, I never want to see any in Berlin, and I've got something to say about the next one as well, which is the Ghost Museum. It isn't something that we're just going after you for something. When I say Disney, when I get into a lot of colors, I get into a lot of Disney in my mind. I'm not crazy about the door. The door is your statement. And I know once you get inside, we have that conversation, anything you do inside is your call. But I don't see anything attractively historic about it on the door. So that's just my flat statement. I'm not
It's all right.
anything else more than I like it. That's
One
fresh
person,
opinion.
I like it as long as.
Yeah, I'd like to just express my opinion on that. Yes, there's a little bit of green in the middle and there's green around the door. We've got the blue going and we got this and that. But again, for me, signage is like this one says everything. It's sweet. It's to the point. It's clean. It's clear. And it goes with what sort of this is. So that's just my personal thoughts.
Lisa?
Just a question, with the various fonts on the door may be an issue. Could you match the colorful encounters font for your hours of operation sign so that it's not cursive and that's
Yeah, it's good.
That was neat. In fact, my wife even said she wasn't fond of it. I was like, I'm trying to make something look good. But yeah, we can make it look
It's a lot.
quite simple. Though. It can be
And when
quite
people
simple.
are walking, what they want, this is what I was saying about your colorful counters, the black and white. When people are looking to go into a shop or whatever, they want to know, oh, okay, this is this. And again, when you want to know when they're open, when they're not, a cursive is not a great thing for the door. I
You mean
would rather,
here?
I beg your pardon?
you mean here as well.
I'm not crazy about it. I would just say, I think there's just a lot, you're creative, and when you're creative, it's almost people, I'm sure she has a beautiful handwriting as well. There's a sense of flourishes and all of those things. And so I'm certainly appreciating that, but I really feel the linear, the traditional, the whole thing, I'm not crazy about the cursive. And I think, as I said,
Yeah.
if it's gold and bold and block letters, I probably said it looked great against a black. Gold and black is always terrific, or green and gold or black or whatever that. They speak more of a, and I know it sounds formal for me to say this, elegant, but it speaks more of the quality of what's inside. I'm just giving you a creative artist's view about how people don't even know they're perceiving something with you're walking down the street. What draws you in and what may stop. So that's just my thoughts on that.
Yeah,
I do
the
think-
font of the hours.
Of the hours, yes.
Yeah,
Because
that's
I do
an
think
easy
that-
thing.
But that font matches this.
is what I'm saying.
Yeah, and I don't care for that
Could
either.
could the font be changed where it says the Sea Glass Creations? Is that-
This,
It could if everybody
it
feels
probably
that
should
way,
be
because
these
I
uppercase,
I feel that's kind of
these letters here.
we have compromise, especially like with my logo. This our logos is relatable. We've been
If
business
Sea
with it.
Glass Creations was in the same printed
Yeah, that's not a
it
problem.
would be more in unity and more.
You know, I agree with you 100%, but I also think that they have compromised so much that, and I agree with everything you're saying.
Well, no, I feel like that's what we all should do is express our personal opinion. And because of what you look at the historic district, what I'm supposed to speak of, and what I'm trying to
Right.
keep in unity here.
and
And
you're right.
so that's just that. We can move on. I just wanted to make that statement that,
I think you're right.
Mhm.
But
I don't-
I do think that they have made a considerable.
well, and I appreciated you explaining to me the conversation because that was very helpful. And you certainly have been through a lot of things.
You know, one thing I have to say, especially because this is it's that people are watching this and it's public. When I got in their doors, there's a lot in there, and I hope you all do well because they had a lot of different vendors. They had some great ideas, and I would love to see you guys be successful.
Prosper.
I mean, it's a nice addition to the town.
You just got to get people in there. And that's where I said advertising, or if you do, however you choose with a newspaper, nice ad, or in either of the little shiny sheet magazines, the Metropolitan or the other ones say, come unique for Berlin, which you say that, to bring them in. You're going to have to do that to get foot traffic. Sure.
Just one more thing on the front door, and you may have looked at this, but I think the script under colorful encounters is good because it's kind of whimsical and it explains what's inside. But you can't see the beginning of it. So if you look at
I've changed it. Actually, yes, I've modified that from, this is just something I had to cut and paste, but yes, I actually modified that when I had to make a logo on my truck because it's black. You have to. So what I've done is I've just highlighted those words with the colors that are behind it.
What
So when it
actually
goes
does
on,
it say there?
Discover, it's right here, discover your
creative potential, right?
Okay.
So that,
Yeah, that won't. That wouldn't show up very well on black.
Block letters, it would be easier to
But-
read.
but
When you're right there and when it's right in front of you, it's a lot easier to see. Plus, there is you can't see it on that picture because it's not on that, but our logo, we have an outline to all those letters, just like the creative potential. There's green there. So the discover has red, and it's exactly the same how it's outlined in the, so it is outlined there. So it's,
But I think this
That's
script
all
here,
cool.
I think personally that it's good because it's kind of whimsical and it kind of plays
Right.
off the colorful encounters, but I do agree with everyone else that.
I just want you to get people in there.
Right, yeah.
And I want them to look at that and, this looks interesting, and being able to read it at a quick move when they're moving through and draw them in.
And you think the block letters would be just cleaner looking?
Well, it's certainly easy, when people are impulsive, you're not supposed to sit there and like, hot day, what is this and this, that. I just was saying that I thought this was sort of right away. I gave you a compliment on that. That's what you want. You want people in there. What is that? First thing I said, colorful encounters. What is that about? And so then, when you say inside there that you've got, we'll have to maybe just say, come in and find out, give them a little booster there.
You have anything, John?
That's a good.
I don't have a problem at all with the colored logo on his door. I mean, it's the name of his business,
Right.
and to have the different colors. I mean, we've compromised, and I think
Well, I'm ready to move on with
that's-
everybody else is.
I don't have any problem with that color at all on the door.
Okay. All right. I mean, it's a logo, but I do like what we're talking about the fonts here, and I as looking at that, I do believe that if they were both the same on the door, would definitely accent each other. If that's, I could feel like the census of us is that on the fonts that.
I was almost, I preferred that font actually, but I remember actually it was Mary who said last time, I think if you had nice script kind of thing.
Yeah.
And those were your words.
Yeah.
So I tried to
looking at
follow it, but so that's why I used the script to try to exactly
Right.
that's exactly what you said last time.
when
So
you look at, when you see something, it's a lot easier than trying to think of it, you know what I mean? And as we're
Right.
looking at it there, and I can envision that being that same, and I think it would blend more together.
right, yeah.
I do think it would blend more together.
Because that is
That's
really
exactly
what you're
what we'll
saying
do.
is discover your creative potential. That's really your message.
Right.
And I'm just saying, looking at that more than all the Ravage and Sea Glass and all that, that's just Sea Glass Creations. But that's what you're trying to say. Discover your creative potential, in my opinion. Yeah. There we go. All right. Welcome, Mary.
Okay, so is there, in the motion, when we do a motion, so we approved and done pretty much the work on the paint. We didn't have a motion, we just tabled it from the last time.
Mhm.
So this motion will need to include the paint and everything.
Or you want to
I
do
thought
it?
we approved the paint.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I wasn't sure.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, you approved the paint
Okay,
last time.
okay, but in the form of a motion because we tabled it. So in this motion, if someone wants to make a motion, I think that needs to be covered in there, agreed upon the paint scheme from the last meeting, because I do remember we discussed it. Just in the motion, if someone would like to make a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Go ahead.
All right, I'll make a motion to approve the flag, the door signs. Am I doing the door with the block lettering?
Yeah.
Or, okay,
Yeah.
the door with the block
Yeah.
lettering that matches the, logo, sign. And the windows, as presented for case number, 3-6-26-20. That's a continuance from where we've already accepted the paint colors.
Okay, so motion on the floor. Do we have a second? Second. John, may I have a second? And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And any opposed? Okay. Good to go, and good luck.
Appreciate it.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. Case number 7-1-26-22, 11 Pitt Street.
Hi,
Hi, for the record.
Alyssa Maloof, 11 Pitt Street, upstairs.
Righty, and just give us a brief synopsis of what you wish to do here.
I wish to have a finger pointing sign directing people upstairs to my upstairs business.
I'm sorry, I did not hear your name. I was
Alyssa Maloof.
Melissa.
Alyssa
Alyssa.
Maloof.
My daughter's wedding video.
Yes.
I liked your dad so much.
I know.
Thanks. Talk about artists. That was your artist as well. Nice to see you again.
Thank you.
So you have the Mermaid Museum, and this is your second venture. That's
Yes.
why I was a little confused. I thought, oh, I thought you did this. Okay,
Yeah.
well, good for you.
Yeah. So another upstairs business. I'm trying to get people upstairs.
Run up downstairs. Okay.
Anybody have any questions about the finger?
Nope, I think it's clever. Should
I like the.
I do too.
Kinda
I
old
have
school,
seen
right?
those.
Victorian.
I have seen those in Victorian. Yeah, for sure. It's clever. Yeah.
It's definitely going to get your attention.
Yeah. Thanks.
It's awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, and it meets all codes and everything that we need, right? I mean,
Book clearance.
Hmm.
You should get your sign from.
what is the material? Just,
Like a fiberglass
is it?
composite.
Does it light up?
That's good.
No, I was just looking at that red there. I was.
Different colors.
That's fingernails.
Oh, okay.
Fingernails are painted.
Oh, I see. Okay.
What is what is this? Is it a flat piece? Is that
No, it's dimensional.
so
It's lightweight dimensional.
rounded, or so it'll look like a real hand, or is it going to be a flat
No, it's dimensional.
A giant's hand. Norman.
giant?
It's like the ones in Monty Python.
Right.
That's yeah, very cool, very cool.
I like it. I do too.
It'll be a conversation piece.
Hopefully. Hopefully.
Okay,
I
well,
want to say one thing. I mean,
Sure.
real just quick on that. At first, I thought the little ghost guy in the top hat and the cane. Nothing against canes for him right now, but it was quirky and cute. But I really want to know: can we put in here somehow that I don't want someone else to say, oh, I'm going to have, said this young man said, well, I want to put a clown in multicolored things because I wanted to stress my multicolors. I don't want to see a precedent. Like I wasn't big on the murals, as well. I don't want to see every wall in Berlin have a mural on it. And I want to say that I have no problem with the ghost. That is the first time thing, but I really want to give up. I don't know how to word that I don't want to start seeing little cartoon people,
For
on,
future.
if you're selling dog supplies, all of a sudden you have dogs stuck on the building. I don't want to get into that again, what I call it the Disney look. I want to keep it this clean, historic look. And going into this century, I'm certainly not that backward, but I love the hand is terrific. It goes right in with all of our history and historic and the side of that building's history. But it's cute and I get it because what is the Ghost Museum? I mean, that tells a lot, but how can is there a way we can verbalize that? Is there a way that are we setting a precedent that if anyone else could say, well, I don't know why I can't have this because.
Question for Ryan.
Everything's going to be a case by case basis.
Yeah.
It's going to come to you guys anyway, so
That was a compromise when we did that.
And that was the logo.
Yeah.
So maybe you could just say that was.
Because they wanted it to go on the side where the ghost mural was, and we
Mhm.
put it on the front of the building instead.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I'm talking about the little cartoon characters. What I would hate to start seeing is people copying little cartoon characters around because they thought it had to do with, not in this case, it goes to the whole thing. We've had problems like that in the past where we did something that started a precedent. And I really just wanted to
But
verbalize
it's
that.
Ryan said, it still comes on case to case.
Okay.
Basically, they will come in front of us
Okay.
before anything would be.
So what is the precedent? Somebody says, well, you've already done this. Why are you saying no to me for this?
exactly.
Good.
They absolutely could say that.
Yeah, well, you've already done it once. Why are you prejudiced against me that I can't?
It's still where.
But there's no verbiage you can put in there saying it has to be exceptions or there's exceptions or is there any verbiage you ever use in that kind of work or not? Right.
I mean, people definitely say that. We
Yeah.
approved it for them. We allowed it for
Right,
them.
and that's why I was so,
We're an opinionated board, pretty much.
well, but opinions are one thing and things that hold water or something else. And that's why I was so concerned about, well, a number of reasons. And I think it's a lot better looking the mural than I saw it when it was on the paper and all that. But I really dread the thought that all of a sudden the Barrett building, the old Silco building, has a great big, by the Methodist Church, oh, here's a mural and here's a mural. Let's save that for Ocean City. They're very proud. The newspaper last week of, how many murals and Shinkadig and all that has a great one. Snow Hill has a great one that are historic looking. But I just was curious about that. So I'm correct. It is
The problem with that though is that a lot of the things that you guys vote on is not codified. So really it is your opinion, what you like. So somebody
you
could
go back to
absolutely
the
say,
code and
well, you liked it here. It's not in the code. Nothing in the code says you can't have cartoon characters.
in
or
the
your
historic
logo
district.
or- No,
Okay.
no. So,
It would be our version.
That's why we're here. This
Say
is
what
why
we
the
like.
historic district commission is here to give our visual and our.
I'd like to go.
But that exists now, right? That's, Alyssa, that's on the building.
All right.
Yeah, that was previous.
Want to make a motion?
Yeah.
I'll say it was grandfather. Whatever.
Make a motion, for HDC case -7-1-26-22 to approve it as presented.
Have a motion on the floor. We have a second.
I'll second that.
We have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
And any opposed? Okay, you can hang the finger.
Bring all the fingers.
Thank you. Thanks for your time.
Selfies by the finger. Okay, we don't have really public here. Comments from the public? Anyone here? Comments from the staff? Anything to report to us? Commissioners, anything to say? Anything more to bring up?
No, I think what's hard to get across to is what I know Mary's thinking, clean looking.
Mhm.
And when you take something that's so colorful, anything you put next to it clutters your eye.
Mhm.
So like that piece of wood with the different pieces of art kind of clashed with the color. So I see.
I wish them well. I appreciate your talking to me about. She explained to me the young man. I mean the vendor what he wanted to do, and I have to say I wish them well. I've seen so many small businesses they're creative, and I'm a creative. But if you don't have a good business sense, you're not going to survive. And that's when I think that's why when we're here at times, I wish before people start putting out all this money or they come and say, we have no money. And I have said, well, go to Taylor Bank and get your money and then come back and we'll talk about it. We're not a bank.
Right.
You know, we're here supposedly
We don't have
wanting
anything
to
do with
keep
the
what we
finance.
have here. And Berlin is so unique. There's no reason Snow Hill is a beautiful little town. It should have it. Salisbury, I don't think there's any hope for. And it never had the historic that Berlin had as far as the charm and all. Even with the fires, we still have that. We've got something incredibly unique. And I've seen Easton die because I go over there enough and I used to shop over there all the time. And downtown Easton is not, it's at all, you know, it's sad. And I think that's why we're here too. Express our opinions and let everybody helpfully explain things. And I can always look at another viewpoint and say, you know, that's a good viewpoint. And as I said, I hope that they do well. But I think his whole thing about creative event, it's too late for that. I wish them well. Yeah.
Yeah. But, you know, they came in with it, wanting on a big one on the side of the building. And I think it was a good compromise because they wanted to have their logo and it is small up front. But I think I know exactly what you're saying because you want it to be clean.
Yeah. Put it on your stationery. Do whatever on your truck, whatever you want to do. It's better to, as I said, just say my name of my business, my hours, come in, show your creativity. I think one of the best things, saying sea glass. So many people like to collect sea glass. Maybe they'll come in because they like sea glass so much and walk on the beach for it. That'll actually take them in there.
Yeah.
So that on those windows is probably a perk, hopefully.
I just think the colors may attract people's attention too, to get them in the door.
But I really would like to see them succeed because they put their heart and soul into it and they do have a lot to offer. They just need to get it out there. So, yeah.
Well, we all care. That's what
Yeah.
it's all about.
Why we're here.
Yeah.
That's why we're here. All right. I don't have anything to bring up, so go back to the adjournment.
I'll motion we adjourn.
Got a motion, got a second?
Second. Don wants to say.
Meeting